Dear Canada, this was Jacksonville, Florida last night. I think it's time you peeked outside of your igloos and admitted you've been bamboozled. Because your country is being run by a man following in his famous father's footsteps. I'm just fucking with you. It's a conspiracy theory that Trudeau is Fidel Castro's son. And there's absolutely no evidence that he's a communist at heart.
There's a level of admiration I actually have for China. Because their basic dictatorship is allowing them to actually turn their economy around on a dime and say, we need to go green as fast as we need to start, investing in solar.
While the rest of the world gets on with their lives, people here are still saying things like this. If they followed the rules, numbers would be low and there wouldn't be a lockdown. Pretty simple. What happened to the people of this country? I mean, we are truly the laughingstock of the world. We should change our national flag from the maple leaf to an image of the US giving us an atomic wedgie. You people are softer than Premier Doug Ford's underbelly. And speaking of the terrible Premier, Ontarians are the worst of the bunch. They're more removed from reality than the dude that thinks the stripper likes them. Literally, they're the dude who thinks the government loves them. I mean, we just witnessed some of the best COVID political theater to date, and the majority of the country thinks we just had a huge win. For those of you who don't know, our government threatened us with the implementation of a police state, and then after some imaginary backlash from the citizens, took it back and instead implemented paid sick leave. And the hashtag paid sick leave saves lives has taken off on all the socials. Paid sick leave saves lives? From what? Responsibility? Yeah, because that's what we need. More incentives for people to sit on their ass at home. This is an initiative that just so happens to be pushed by the same influencer shills who were supporting lockdowns and the decimation of small businesses all along. And of course, they'll pay people to go out and get tested, which will inevitably increase the case counts and keep this cycle going on indefinitely. As long as you keep handing out free money, these dumb fucks will be satisfied. So tell me, Canada, what's your next move? And I'm genuinely asking because Health Canada just released their stipulations for lifting the lockdown. They've stated that in order to lift the restrictions, 75% of adult Canadians will need to receive 1 dose of the vaccine and 20% will need to receive their second dose. So what's your plan if we don't reach that number? What's gonna happen if 75% of the Canadian population decides that they're not gonna do exactly what you want them to do? You gonna throw a temper tantrum? You gonna repeat the words, "You're the reason we can't go back to normal," like you've been doing all year? Or are you gonna put on your big boy pants, take your life back, and accept the fact that life has inherent risks and that your health is your responsibility? Genuinely curious. Why do you even want to be mainstream? What do mainstream people do? Are these people interesting? Was any brilliant person in history mainstream? Like, you think Nikola Tesla was like grabbing some brewskis with the boys? You think he was like, yeah, let's get some beers with the boys. Let's hit up some clubs, get some pussy. No, he wasn't doing that. He was a weirdo. He's a loner. He spent all day with his thoughts. He didn't have time for this bullshit.